Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your March 2022 mid-month general readings. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of March, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. As always, I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch these videos, and for all you do in support of my YouTube channel. Always a note of gratitude for your likes, shares, subscribes, donation, feedback, comments, those of you who reach out for personal readings. Always grateful for it. Thank you. Okay, Capricorn, this reading is for you for the last 2 weeks of March 2022. That's if your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn. It's relevant if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn. It is a general reading, so of course it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. Watch all of your signs if you know them, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. They can bring additional insight and perspective to what's going on in your life. And if you find that something does resonate with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading. You can click on the description link below, that little arrow, which will show you contact details. You can email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You'll also see that there. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings in all areas of life. So message me if you're interested. I'd be delighted to hear from you. You can also purchase those readings as gifts for friends, family, and loved ones as well. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the last half of March looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Gilded Tarot. We begin with the King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Showing up as a king, but this is a general reading, so it could be a female as well. Someone who is relevant in your life over the next couple of weeks. With the Ten of Cups, the happy home, white picket fence, home, family, unity, marriage, children. Feeling like tens represent cycle endings in the tarot, or a cycle coming full circle to achievement. The Ten of Cups represents, happiness and harmony and health within the home and family, whatever that means for you. So this may be a partner for some of you, this King of Cups, somebody who's relevant in, the baseline balance and harmony of the home. Next to that, we have the Eight of Cups, leaving something behind which you may have thought was going to be quite good, but either has run its course or it's turned out not to be something that's right for you, not fulfilling. So turning your back, leaving, walking away. And then the next card after this, of course, would be the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment and getting what you want and having what you want and finding what you want, which is abundance. So here in the preceding card, the Eight of Cups, you're leaving something behind which hasn't proved to be good for you in some way in order to find that which is. With the Eight of Cups, we have the Star, renewed and restored hope, faith, and optimism here. It's interesting, in the tarot, the Star comes after the Tower, which typically represents an unexpected event which causes the breakdown, shakedown, breakdown, and rebuilding of something. So it does imply that something happened prior to this. And you may be making decisions, some important decisions to bring back a sense of balance to your home and family life. Next, we have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. This could be another individual that is somehow relevant in this. Somebody who would be, the King of Swords is a little different than the King of Cups. The King of Cups is the King of Water. He's very emotionally balanced, in tune, kind, gentle, sensitive. And not to say that the King of Swords wouldn't be, but the King of Swords is the King of Air, which governs our intellectual landscape. So the King of Swords is very clear, very linear, probably a very good communicator, probably a very direct, black and white sort of communicator, intelligent, if not well-educated, values truth, honesty, reality. Somebody who's showing up as relevant. With death, endings, major endings and transformations. both of these kings, by the way, I feel for most of you are showing up in the helpful position. I think one of them is a partner in some way, whether it's a romantic partner or otherwise. From the bottom of the deck, the overall focus for the last 2 weeks of March is the Nine of Coins, which is traditionally financial and material independence, self-sufficiency. This card represents somebody who has worked long and hard to get to a place where they're now no longer dependent on anyone else. They're dependent on themselves. They've worked hard to be able to get to a place where they're now enjoying the benefits and fruits of all of their labors. They don't need to depend or rely on anybody else. So that's the focus for the last half of March. It feels like for many of you, even though there may be relationships and whatnot involved in this, or even love and romance for some of you, or a partnership here, something has happened, perhaps something in your financial and material life, or something that you may have started out doing, or a decision that you made previously, maybe job, work, money, home, property, moving, something like that, or all of the above, maybe didn't work out this way that you thought it was going to, and it's left you in a position where you've had to ask for help from other people or rely on help from other people. And it looks here like you may be making some decisions, many of you, to leave that thing behind and alter your life in some way, perhaps financially, materially, could even be a move or something of that sort, to bring back some stability, probably financial instability, to your home and family life. Because whatever it was that you decided to do previously, I don't think it was bad so much as perhaps you weren't ready for it, or it just wasn't the right time. So it looks like you are making some decisions, maybe some practical decisions, maybe to downsize or rebudget or something of that sort. This King of Swords, I feel, is in a helpful position, but not really super personal relationship. And for some of you, the King of Swords might not represent an actual individual. It might represent just you are manifesting the energy of the King of Swords, which is very realistic, very practical, very direct, going, okay, whatever it was that we have been doing or we're doing needs to end. It's a situation that needs to be transformed here. And that's pretty much the gist of this reading, but let's clarify a bit. Let's clarify that King of Cups with the Ten of Cups. King of Cups. I feel like for many of you, this King of Cups may be a partner of some kind. Romantic partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. The Lovers. So a relationship decision. A relationship at a crossroads. And the decision might be about the relationship itself. For example, if you were ending a relationship to be with somebody else, which I could see this playing out here, though I'm not feeling quite strongly pulled towards that for many of you. This feels like a decision you're making with your partner, a partner. The Fool, to go off on a different journey, to make a decision to start anew, to do something completely different, maybe something radically different as well. Clarify the Ten of Cups. The King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, could be you. The Two of Cups is with that too, the traditional soulmate card. So this King of Cups, regardless of whether they're water sign or not, for many of you is your partner in this situation. And it looks like the two of you, whether it's romantic or just business, are making a decision. And it feels like the decision, and most decisions come with emotional ramifications too, but it feels like the decision is about making some major changes in your life, in the earth energy area of your life. Finances, money, property, home, job, work, all of that kind of stuff. You're making some pretty significant and important decisions to get something back under control financially and materially. Like maybe you bit off more than you could chew in some kind of previous decisions, or maybe with, there's, inflation and everything else going on right now. Maybe you're making some decisions to downsize so that the financial and material challenges and stress that you've been under will be alleviated or greatly lessened. That's kind of what I'm getting from many of you. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups, leaving behind that which isn't working or which has turned out not to be working for you. Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is clarified by the Eight of Cups. And Temperance, which is balance, moderation, neither too much of one nor too much of the other. Yeah, you're leaving something behind so that you can regain more balance in your life, in your home and family life, but it feels like the fundamental issue is financial and material, which of course affects every aspect of our life. Let's clarify the Star, renewed, restored sense of hope, faith, and optimism. The Five of Coins, financial and material insufficiency. This is kind of like the beggar card. This is somebody who has to ask for what they need, even sometimes the most basic of needs. And the focus is to get to that Nine of Coins where you don't have to do that. The Ten of Coins too, financial. This is long-term security and stability. So there's hope here. There's a renewal of hope here based on decisions that you're going to be making that's going to bring more of a moderate and temperate sense of financial and material balance to your life, which of course affects your home and family. Looks like a lot of you are making this decision with your partner and maybe with the advice or help from someone else as well. Let's just clarify that King of Swords. But it's making a decision which might be difficult to make, particularly if you're making a decision to downsize in some way. But it's the most practical and best decision, which means that it's going to get you to that Nine of Coins energy in a way that whatever decisions you made previously weren't going to in a more practical or realistic timeline. Clarify a King of Swords. Page of Swords, information, news, gathering information. Six of Coins. This looks like somebody, for many of you, where the King of Swords is an actual external person. This is like discussions, conversations, and the offering up of advice and maybe even some help, a little bit of help and resources in order to kind of help you get through this decision-making phase you're going through right now. Clarify Death. Strength. It's going to take some, so something has to end. This is like making radical decisions. I think some of you, this is a general reading, so the intensity may vary. It may not be radical for some of you, but making some pretty significant changes in order to accommodate less stress in your financial and material life, which is going to represent downsizing, maybe leaving some things behind, maybe moving for some of you. And that, of course, requires strength. Facing your doubts, fears, insecurities, and also strength can also be about facing the fact that, taking ownership for our responsibility in the place that we find ourselves in, so that we can make better choices moving forward. A bit of humility there. The Two of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, this is making a decision to start over again, to have a fresh start in some other way. So it's a pretty clear reading, Capricorn. It feels like for many of you, you probably made some decisions in the past, which, again, the decisions in and of themselves may not have been bad decisions at all, but it may be that you took on more than you were really prepared to take on, and as time has passed since that decision, it's gotten to be too much for you, or the stress or pressure of something has gotten to be more than you could handle. You may have found yourself in a position where you had to ask for help from other people, and you don't want to. You want to be in a place where you're financially and materially self-sufficient, right? So it's about making some decisions, maybe even some difficult and challenging decisions to your budget, maybe your residence, to downsize so that day-to-day life kind of stress is going to be alleviated or at least significantly lessened here. And it looks like you've got some help in that process as well. All right, let's end with pulling some advice, guidance, feedback cards for Capricorn for the last 2 weeks of March. Queen of Coins, there you are. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Five of Swords, winning at all costs. Doing whatever it takes to separate yourself from that which is no longer working from you, or people, places, and situations, right? It's refusing to accept defeat, moving on. Ace of Coins, brand new beginnings, moving, relocating, new jobs, new financial structure, new projects. The Ten of Cups again, and the Six of Wands, the happy home, having a balanced, harmonious home and family life, and the Six of Wands, victory. So it's pretty clear here that whatever track you're on, and particularly important for those of you who are considering these decisions, they look strongly spirit supported It's about making practical decisions that are in the best long-term interest of your home, your family life, whatever that is to you, your financial and material life as well. That's where your success is going to come from. So soldier on, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of March. I hope you found them helpful, useful, or validated what you've already been thinking or trying to make decisions on. Thanks again for watching. And again, if any of this resonates with you enough that you'd like to take a deeper look at something, reach out for a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I'd be most happy to hear from you and to work with you. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link below. Take care, everyone. I'll see you in a couple of weeks for the April general readings, and hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.